Loopcloud is a sample-based subscription service that allows you to chop up samples, organize your samples, manipulate them. You could take something from Loopcloud, it'll be tempo synced, and do everything that you need to do.
I first heard 8 Bars when he worked with Justice League on Say a Prayer for Gucci Mane, and right then I knew he was incredibly talented. It wasn't long before he became my go-to for melodies, sample replays, and really loops of any kind. I'm always excited to hear his new sounds and see how he's pushing the genre forward. His collaboration with Loopmasters is really something special, and we couldn't be happier to work with the team here.
Yo, so this is crazy because usually whenever you work on a sample, you have to bring it into the session and actually be able to like use the effects in there, but they have all of the effects that you need in here. So if I wanted to add a filter, if I wanted to add some kind of modulation effect or something like that, you can do it all in the DAW and then drag it in. I've always been passionate about being creative and making music. Like, I was the little kid that was daydreaming about ways to mold the world with my sound. I'd hear a door close and make a rhythm out of the sound in my head. I grew up with a Caribbean background, so my earliest memories are of my parents playing Bob Marley and old school calypso music. And as I got older, naturally I started experiencing the world on my own. Growing up in a cultural melting pot like the Bronx, I had no choice but to fall in love with hip hop. Just Blaze, DJ Premier, and the RZA were the soundtrack to my coming of age. Listening to those guys inspired me to make music. It started with me rapping, but eventually I realized that I was much better at expressing myself with melodies and rhythm. I got all the VSTs and sounds that I could and tried to learn how to recreate my favorite samples on my own with my keyboard. After honing my sound, I got my first placement with Joe Budden, and then I caught the air of the Justice League. And then from there, things started to take off. I got to work with Rick Ross, Future, A Boogie, and a lot more. Working in the industry for so long, I built up a really big catalog of sounds, and that made it really hard for me to be able to keep track of everything. Finding Loopcloud was a miracle for me, because now all my sounds are neatly organized while giving me an environment to easily manipulate them and keep being creative. So when I got the opportunity to create a sample pack for Loopcloud, it was a no-brainer. I created my best sounding soulful samples that would be perfect for any producer looking to make the hottest current music with that hip hop sampled motif.
The Loopcloud software has the best features and user interface I've ever come across. For someone that's been producing on software for over 16 years, that's saying a lot. If you're looking for soulful sounds but still want that trap edge, the Nostalgia Tapes from Loopcloud and 8 Bars are exactly what you need.
The Nostalgia Tapes is a collection of over 200 loops and one-shots designed to recreate the feeling of digging in the crates to find that perfect sample. Once you finish manipulating your samples and adding all of your effects, exporting is super simple. It's one click and it's perfect. I can't wait to hear what the next producer creates with this sample pack available only on Loopcloud.